Good morning. Welcome to the Lulu Show. My name is Lourdes Oliva, and I'm here directly coming live and recording this show for you here at CentralValleyTalk.com. The Lulu Show is back. I took a little break. There's a lot to do during the summer, especially at my regular job. And also in life, it takes up a lot of your time, life. Oh, so much things going on. And today we're going to have fun. We're going to have a good lineup. I already have one of my guests with us and also waiting upon a very special guest who is having an event tonight, Saturday, the 7th of September, 2013. September? Yes, did I say September? Oh, trust me, for all Latinos, especially Mexicans and Central Americans, it's a very special time because we get to celebrate our country's Independence Day. And well, you all benefit from that because definitely in Mexican Independence Day, Cinco de Mayo, and most Latino events, especially Mexican events, definitely have a big interest in the whole community, right? And here in Fresno, well, we have a very special touch because we have a wonderful demographics representing Mexico. So we get all the special concerts, special talents, and today's talent actually is a group of women who are in a genre generally known to men only, which is called mariachi. Of course, that was back in the 1800s or whatever. No, it actually still is one of those genres that's hard to break through, and you extra work has to prove to them that you're an actually mariachi group. And Mariachi Mujer 2000 of Marisa Orduno definitely is proven to be quality, wonderful, and above all, sexy, beautiful, strong, intelligent women. So the Lulu Show here today, one of my guests is a co-host of mine on another show that I do. It's a radio show, and he's a wonderful person. He's one of the reasons I'm working at the current place. I'm not going to say where. No, I'm just kidding. I work at Radio Bilingue. It's a nonprofit radio station, the national Latino public radio station. And there I got to meet this wonderful personality that I want to show you guys. He's got a show on there, and he has been there for almost 25 years, giving us the best of oldies but goodies in Spanish.
En español.
Yeah, en español. But he does speak English, so we're going to do this kind of bilingual.
Poquito.
He might forget a little bit of English to Spanish. Since, that happens to us bilingual people. We don't know which language we're talking in. We don't realize it till we're there, right? So I'm going to introduce to you one of my good friends, a wonderful leader, an empowering father, and a great businessman, Mr. Jose Quides from La Hora del Recuerdo on Radio Bilingue shows. Hola, Jose, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, gracias, thank you.
Thank you for coming. I know you don't wake up early.
I don't, especially not on Saturdays.
Yeah, right.
I woke up, I showered for you.
I don't think this guy sleeps.
I took a shower for you, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Normally I don't shower on the
that's
weekends.
Me.
I don't shower on the weekends, and I had to get up early today and to be here, so.
So, Jose Quides. Quides is not a very Mexican name to start with. Tell us about your last name, Quides.
I'm from Michoacán.
He's from Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Michoacán, Mexico.
Michoacán, la República de Michoacán.
Awesome. And tell me, Michoacán, is there a diverse migration that took place there that you have such a last name?
Actually, my last name is very unique, but it's from the region.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Purépecha.
It's Purépecha.
Yeah.
So it's
It means Song of the Birds.
Song of the Birds.
Yeah.
Get out of town.
Yeah,
You never
my
told
voice.
me this. Tell
Yeah.
me, you think you know a person.
I'm shy. Yeah, I'm a very shy person.
Not.
Okay.
So Jose Quides. And Quides then is a native name of Michoacán, Mexico. Michoacán is the South Pacific
Correct.
area of Mexico, right? What I know that you have a saying in Spanish, and I don't know how you guys will take this, but it says not everybody's perfect. Not everybody is
De Michoacán.
from Michoacán. So Michoacán, what is your pride? I know you have a lot of pride for that, for where you were born and where you saw your youth. But you've immigrated to this country for a long time now, right?
Yes, I've been here for about 7 years now. So
Only?
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah.
You're that young?
Yeah.
I thought he was older.
No.
So how was?
I'm turning 35 this month.
Wow, you're right. So tell me, at what age did you immigrate to the United States?
In '85, I came to this country
Ooh, the
thanks
80s.
to the big Mexico earthquake, which I happened to be one of the people that were out there, close to the epicenter of the earthquake. And that was the reason my
You're the
mom
one that
said,
caused it.
Yeah, I know.
He's guilty.
And my mom said, no, you're coming to the U.S. because she was already here.
So your mom was here already.
Was
So
already
you're also
here.
one of those persons that are affected by immigration for our parents seeking a better life, and they
Correct.
leave their kids behind. Some people
Yeah.
think they bring everybody, but no, everybody, it's a tough
And
story.
more than pride of where I come from, it's more about just the nostalgic effect of you leaving your country, leaving your friends or your family behind, and coming to a new place, a new country, looking for better opportunities. Thank God there's a USA that has been a great door for a lot of us to come here and build better futures for us and for our families.
It's true. And also, I like to talk about this, how you got to the United States, because a lot of us have bad information. I say a lot of us because, the media out there, the commercial media takes always just one angle to the issue about immigration. And, we are in a year that we need to make changes. We need to make internal choices about if we support, immigration reform and what does that mean. And there's a whole lot of things, involved in this immigration reform, and the pressure being put on different legislators to understand where we're coming from, so they could make a package that is that benefits all of us, the United States, because we already are the United States. He's been here, what now? 25 years. So at what age was it that you came here? Was it a culture shock because of your age
I was
too?
15.
You were 15. Oh, you left all the girlfriends behind.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a big hit.
Yeah.
No English,
No English.
no friends, no knowledge of the culture. So it was a big thing for me.
Did you come to the Central Valley, or where did you come to the
Fresno.
US? To Fresno.
I
You,
came- yeah.
That was a culture shock.
Yeah, I came here and I've been here ever since, and I love Fresno. I think it's a great city. And when I moved, I had opportunities to move somewhere else, but I decided not to. I like Fresno.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. No, but for me, it just mainly, that's one of the reasons I made my show. Because I guess I found comfort in listening to the songs that my parents and my grandparents used to listen to.
And your friends at the time too.
And from that, I built the show. And I've been on the air 25 years, officially in February. But at the radio station, I've been there for 26 and a half years now.
Yeah, and this public station has been operating for 33 years now, and it's the first national Latino Spanish language national radio to go on air, and also the first to go on national or worldwide online, Radio Bilingue in Spanish, of course. And it's a wonderful station. It has a diversity of shows, and his show is featured every Wednesday, and it's called La Hora del Recuerdo, the hour of good memories or fond memories, I might say that. And now almost 25 years. What does it take to be, because you're an important businessman in the day, you're a great dad full time, but then you have this personality to put on a show like La Hora del Recuerdo. What does it take for you, other than the preparation of the music? What psychs you up to get that show? Because you do a really fun show.
Well, for me, going back in history, my show was actually Monday to Fridays.
Oh, it was all
at
those
the
days.
time,
Oh,
Monday
wow.
to Friday. When I, 20 years ago, more or less, when I made it Wednesday only because of my job, because of my traveling, that's when La Pasa La Voz was born.
Oh, Pasa la Voz.
Because people didn't.
So Pasa la Voz is one of his jingles, like Otra, when you go to a concert, or Pasa la Voz, like that, get the word out, pass it on.
And that's one of the reasons they pass the word.
Pasa
I want to
la
be there on
voz.
Wednesdays. I'm not going to be there Monday to Friday now. And I'm very blessed and thankful that even though it's a one-day show, I still have a lot of listeners tuning in on that day and calling me. And for me, that's very special because they have options.
Right.
I mean, I like shows on TV, and because of life, I forget.
But TV and radio are just such different worlds, and now we've joined them here online. Web TV kind of is like radio sometimes. But what kind of music do you play? Like, who are the artists that you might hear in La Hora del Recuerdo?
Camilo Sesto, Julio Iglesias, Leonardo Fabio, rock and roll.
Like Tin Tops, Absence.
Los Abson, one of my favorite groups of all times. Los Tin Tops, the Hooligans. Just very, very classic and traditional music. When I mean traditional, is not remixes. not new versions. I always try to find
To the original.
the original song that was recorded, and that's what I play on my song.
Now, although your show is oldies, and the genre that they represented was like popular music, right?
Correct.
So, and a lot of us don't understand that. And sometimes, we grew up in the U.S. shielded by thinking that only we had, Elvis Presley, or only we had this kind of genre of music. But no, it's also in different languages. And, I think an example would be like ABBA, right? ABBA is one of those groups that is internationally known. ABBA sings in Spanish, right?
Correct.
But don't they also sing in some other European language? I don't remember which one.
No, actually about English. I mean, they have like 4 languages recorded. So they're very popular worldwide. And some of their songs are actually been major international hits.
Okay. So
like Quides too, probably the biggest hit.
Right. So Jose Cuiriz, La Hora del Recuerdo is a musical show that you get to put on for the public. What is the response from the public when you're doing the show? And now also to integrate what is the technology, which is so interesting. I think this is a whole new dynamic, which actually I got to hear his show because of the internet. And, this is a web TV show, by the way. And if you'd love to be here with us here on the Lulu Show, just hit us up. There's a phone number here for the studios. If you have a question for Jose Cuiriz, you can give us a call. And you got to do it today, Saturday, because this show will be preempted in other hours. Then also you'll be watching it on the YouTube. On the YouTube channel, that's the Lulu Show 1@gmail.com. Subscribe to it so you can stay up to what's going on. But yeah, I found you because I used to work at a state job, and I had extra time, obviously, and they had internet. And I Googled bilingual because I was doing a project, and Radio Bilingue came up. And I was like, what's this about? And you were on that night. And I remember the first song, my first time with you was Candilejas.
I remember.
I didn't even know who that song or what that song was. And I tell you the truth, I really wasn't into the Spanish language genre of music. But that song was just so beautiful because it didn't really sound Spanish. But then it did. It was very beautiful music. So that was my first time with Jose Cuiriz. Now with internet and Facebook, how does the dynamics work for La Hora del Recuerdo?
Well, I'm old-fashioned. So a lot of my comrades come with high-tech laptops and
you old-fashioned? No, you're a high-tech guy.
and little toys to play music on. I used to show up with all my records, about 5, 6, 7 cases sometimes.
8 bags, whatever.
And I show up with cases to play my music the old-fashioned way. And I enjoy doing it that way. For me, that's an art. And that's why I do it.
There's nothing like CDs, people. I don't care about your guys' playlist thing. No, CDs rock.
I don't have, and actually I still have 33s, 45s, records.
Okay, let's not go that far back there.
I do take them sometimes, and I do play those some of the music because a lot of those songs have not been recorded into CDs yet.
That's true. So, or the companies don't even exist to make them now master them into CD, from LPs.
And they have, but the quality is not the same.
Right.
They don't capture that sound. So that's why I still like records.
Awesome. So La Hora del Recuerdo is Wednesday nights, and you do it live. Obviously, you have fans calling in, telling you that they want a song. But what other than a song do you think you give your fans?
I try to make it very personal. And I think that's why people enjoy my show, because they talk to me like we're best friends. And actually, these listeners have been with me for over 20 years that we have never met. But when they call me, I know their voice. I know, okay, hi Lulu, how you doing?
I wish I had that memory.
And yeah, so I'm blessed that my show is very personal. It's our show.
He does poems. It gets all sexy.
I read poetry. I try. Sometimes Lulu comes to my show, but I have to do
no,
special
he just like to
introductions.
tease me on. He does. What do you call me on it on the show?
La voz sensual de la radio.
No, that's not what he calls. He calls me Lulu.
Lulu, yeah, Lulu. But the sexy voice.
They
of the
actually
radio.
think that we're brother and sister.
We are.
We are.
Yeah, I adopted you, so yeah, we are.
Oh, he adopted me. And I'm also from Michoacán now.
Yeah, she is. Well, almost.
Almost. What do I need to do?
Keep working.
I need to like the Americas, and we draw the line right there.
Yellow. Hello, we play today.
Yellow, they play today? Who plays today?
America.
He's a trooper because that team, that soccer, it's soccer, right?
Soccer.
Las America.
Las Águilas de la América.
Las Águilas de América. They always lose, and this guy's
we're
there.
champions.
Oh, you're champion. Oh, I'm sorry.
We're champions
my
now.
bad.
We're defending champions.
I got the wrong news.
We're undefeated right now.
Undefeated.
First place.
Oh, in soccer.
In soccer.
Oh, okay. So anyways, this is one of the personalities I wanted you to meet from the Central Valley, Heart of Gold, Heart of Michoacan, and definitely of the Central Valley. He's a strong advocate. He's, helped us with different events in the community. You've been with Arte Americas. You've helped with the Mariachi Festival. You also do La Peña Café. You do different, wherever you see that the bohemian spirit of art is presented, you're always there supporting. Why do you do that?
We need to promote our culture, and we have to do it through music, through mariachi, through art, to drama.
Yeah, we just got the girls
theater.
in here. I can't believe how much women this in here power.
I mean, we have to promote our culture so people understand who we are and what we stand for, and again, for the generations that are growing up, for them to be proud of who we are, where we come from.
Right.
Now, just for the record, with all this, my sister, friends for about 12 years, she had to charge me to be on the show today. Okay?
Yeah. Because you got to support local talent like me.
So the only way you'll be my show is you pay me. And I have to.
Hey, in my other place I can't because it's my job to put up with you, but here you have to pay me to put up with you. Hey, girls got to get ahead in the world. We got to ask for our part.
Okay.
Besides, look who's wearing a nice watch, not me. So that's what you get to pay. Oh, wait, I'm wearing a nice ring.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, the Lulu Show is so happy to have met you, and thank you for being here. And, if you guys definitely like music and you want to unveil a Pandora box of beautiful classical romantic ballads in Spanish, and you'll kind of see, wait a minute, that sounds like Buddy Holly, that sounds like my George Michael, or that sounds like our George Michael is like Luis Miguel, so different artists. You'll get to hear that, but just the whole atmosphere that Mr. Jose Quides presents for us on the Hora del Recuerdo show on Radio Bilingue is pretty cool. And plus, he's a cool guy to meet.
The show it changes from week to week. Some weeks is more rock and roll. Some weeks are more comedy when Lulu's in the air with me. Some days are very, nostalgic.
Yeah, you're very nostalgic.
A lot of poetry, real soft.
What is the closing statement you say?
El respeto se gana, no se exige.
No, but the other one above, esa se llora. Your entry to la Hora del Recuerdo at 7:30. What do you say? Say it.
Okay. El programa que no respeta nada, ni el tiempo ni la distancia. El show que los hará reír, cantar, bailar, gozar y, ¿por qué no?, de vez en cuando una lágrima derramar por aquel amor que una vez fue y hoy ya no es más.
Oh, how romantic.
So again, tune in Wednesdays. No, thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, no.
And more to come.
Yeah, we wanted. I know there's fans that wanted to see what you look like. This is what he looks like.
I know.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
My mom made me this one.
We're gonna go to a break. Oh, big shout out to your mom.
Hola, Mom. She's doing watching it right now. So hi,
Hola, Vero and the kids. We're gonna get in trouble for not doing that.
Oh,
good. Yeah. Well, we're gonna continue with this break, and that's one of our sponsors. Today's sponsor for the Lulu Show is a yummy, yummy place. If you're ever in Bakersfield, you gotta go to Tacos El Dorado, because I got a clip of where I ate this last Monday. I visited them there while I was actually presenting an interview with Dr. Gonzalo Santos, who is one of the 11 pilgrims that made that big march for 21 days from Sacramento to Bakersfield to show that we need to make immigration reform a very, very big priority in everybody's life, especially our legislator. But Tacos El Dorado, here's a little clip. Enjoy, and then we're going to be back with, oh my God, no sé cuál I'm going to pick. There's so much flowers in the building, but we're going to see what we do with Mujer 2000, Mariachi Mujer 2000, who's going to be doing a release party tonight. So stay tuned. There's so much to do. Let's go with the break.
Thank you.
This segment is brought to you by Corrine Hatfield of Platinum Mortgage. If you are thinking of purchasing a new home or refinancing an existing home, call Corrine Hatfield at 917-7111.
Watch Tim Thiessen live Wednesdays at 3 p.m. right here on CentralValleyTalk.com and on digital channel 33.2. If you missed the live broadcast, we're on every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. on Comcast Channel 200 and digital channel 43.5. You don't want to miss this.
Hey, Central Valley, this is Chuck Leonard. Starting in September, I'll be on KAIL, my 7.1. Let's go out in the Tower District and see what people think.
Chuck Leonard, I saw that guy in a tour bus with Eddie Money.
Chuck Leonard, that guy's been building himself up for years.
Chuck Leonard. Hey, why you gotta hassle me, man?
Central Valley Buzz with Chuck Leonard, starting September 16th on KAIL My 7.1. Fat Man's Alley, Hungry Howie's, and Scoops Ice Cream. Tower Health Food, Samba Steakhouse, Mike Briggs Properties. There's Tower Market, Farmers Market too, Kuka's and Landmark, Mr. Sushi for you. Chicken Pie Shop, Fulton's Trolley, Palomino's, Spinner's Records, Tower Bike Shop, Irene's To Go. Bobby Sal's Restaurant, the perfect blended Million Elephant, H&R Block, Starbucks Coffee, Piemonte's, Roger Rocca's Dinner Theater, The Second Space.
Hello, CentralValleyTalk.com. My name is Lourdes from The Lulu Show. Today we're having a delicious meal here at Tacos El Dorado in Bakersfield. That's right, in the southeast corner of White Lane and South 8th Street. You can enjoy some delicious, my mouth is watering, enchiladas. Try this delicious chile verde burrito. The shrimp cowboy, oh yeah. Los camarones rancheros. You could see the beautiful display of color, freshness, and also great vegetables. And of course, accompanied by their traditional rice and beans and a family recipe for the beans. If you really like them, you're going to enjoy this dish.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Well, the Lulu Show is back again for you on this September 7th. And September, for all of us, it means party month because we get to celebrate our roots, remember our great nations that we come from, and especially if you're Central American or Mexican, well, Mexican Independence Day is around the corner, and the smell of tortillas and guacamole and beautiful music like mariachi is in the air. All of us get contagious by the beautiful spirit of what is our Mexican cultures, especially here in the Central Valley in California. We are so fortunate to be so diverse, but especially perfect weather for all Mexican events, because we have beautiful people who represent all areas of Mexico, and also the second generations of Mexicans who are American and still carry the traditions. Today we're going to meet a wonderful set of women. I wish we could squeeze them all on this stage, but you know what? You could go see them tonight, because tonight, Saturday, September 7th, at Arte Americas in downtown on the corner of Van Ness and Calaveras, this wonderful event is going to take place. They are going to have their CD release party. Mariachi Mujer 2000 is in the house. Girls, make some noise. Hey! You thought I was lying, ¿no? Está lleno de mujeres aquí. We got Mariachi Mujer 2000 of Miss Marisa Orduno with us, and we had some of the key players for this wonderful mariachi group, and we're going to learn who they are, what this is all about, and why it's so important for us to show up and support or buy their CD, because you know what? Especially in the women's world, this is a little tougher for us, but women don't support. What's up with that? But we're going to get you guys to support. Marisa, buenos días. ¿Cómo
Buenos
estás?
días, Lulu. Muy bien.
So happy to have Marisa
Thank
here.
you for having us. Thank
Woo-hoo.
you.
Marisa gets to play on the mariachi. And what is your instrument, mariachi?
I play the guitarrón. I'm the director of the group.
The guitarrón. Is that the big chubby one?
That's the big, chubby, fat, pregnant one.
How come they always the mariachi, when they draw pictures of the guitarrón player, he's got a belly too?
I have no idea.
It's to support. I know because I have a belly, but it's to support the guitarrón. Now you have to teach you to play music.
Darn it.
Who do you, why don't you present who's with us right now and
Sure.
on air?
We have Patricia Fernandez. She's
Hola,
our vihuela.
Patricia. What'd she play?
Vihuela.
Bihuela.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not chickenpox.
No, not no.
Vihuela. Okay.
Vihuela,
Vihuela.
yes.
What does that look like? A
It's
guitar?
the smaller version of the guitarra.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
The baby.
All right.
And
You
we
know how
have-
much I know, huh?
We have Marisela Martinez from
Marisela.
trumpet player.
Gracias.
Trumpet player.
Trumpet. Ooh, trumpet. Ah, la trompeta. Boo, 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 boo. Which traditionally wasn't a mariachi instrument, but when it got integrated, wow, mariachi just sounds so much powerful. So Mariachi Mujer 2000 puts on a show tonight for your first CD,
This is our second CD.
your second CD. And this CD is extra special because it's called Corazon de Mujer.
Yes.
Mariachi Mujer 2000, when was it born and why, Marisa? Because it's a lot of work.
We started in December of 1999.
1999.
So it's been approximately almost, actually 14 years now.
You guys are coming up to a quinceañera.
Right? We have to do another party, right?
Yeah. That's what I was noted to.
But the concept was, I was in a former group before Mariachi Reina, and I was there for about 7 years. And when I left Reina, it wasn't a plan, but it just happened. I thought, well, I'm going to start teaching, right? I have my degree from Fresno State University, and I thought, well, I'm going to start teaching.
Is that like a bachelor or master's? What
It's
is
a
it?
bachelor.
So she's a licenciada,
Yes.
Orduno.
So, but you know, I left for a couple of months. I thought I was going to start teaching, and I missed the stage. I missed the girls. I missed playing, you know, live on stage. It's just a feeling you don't get.
And I gotta say that mariachi music, it must feel very special to be on stage playing such a genre because it's so energetic and it's nostalgic and it's sad and it's happy. It's like all these emotions
All
met,
these
right?
emotions,
And you're with la
yes.
tanga, la, la.
Yes. So anyway, you know, I decided to get a group of girls, and some from the past, some new, and Laura Sobrino, which has been a great asset to our group, the musical director. We, you know, started to recruit some girls that we thought were probably some of the best musicians around.
I was gonna say she didn't just recruit musicians; she went A-list.
Yes.
A-list all
Yes,
the way,
because-
puras profesionales.
Yes, we have people from El Paso, Texas, from San Antonio, Texas, from Las Vegas.
Who's from Texas?
Right here.
Make some noise! Woohoo! What's up, Texas?
Yes.
And where else?
Las Vegas,
Las Vegas.
and some
Nah,
from
you don't sound like from Vegas. Oh, because you live it in Vegas. What happens in Vegas?
and some throughout the years that lived in Arizona have moved, and you know, we've evolved to the group that it is now, which was one of my goals, and to have a group that could play at this level, professional level, to compete with any other group, any other man's group, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
we wanna
Well,
say.
the genre is definitely a man's world, el charro, you know, they only make this big old highlight, even in the pictures or portraits or anything you see about mariachi is a dude always, you know, or a group of dudes, and or men, I'm sorry, hombres. And machos, there you, that's the word I was looking for, machos. And it has to be difficult not only to prove to them, but also the audience, you know, women, we're tough.
Right.
Pero si es un charro, ay, qué bonito toca, he's off to him, pero qué
Yes.
bonito toca.
Yes.
Mariachi Mujer 2000, I was happy to have, you know, they squeezed us in, literally, for the Lulu show, and I thank you so much, girls, for making this effort, because, you know, I was really excited to on the Lulu show, highlight the power of women, you know, there might be girls out there watching, this is a YouTube show also, so they might get inspired to do something with their lives, and something could be as simple as taking up, what's yours?
Guitarrón.
Guitarrón. How did you pick up guitarrón? So I'm gonna play the big old guitarón. Or you got handed to it?
It was handed. It's basically by accident.
I think they
but
told her, I mean, hold it, mija. She's like, oh, do.
it was by accident, but it's the best thing that ever happened, and I love the instrument, and it's a folkloric instrument, so it's, you know, especially for mariachi music, you don't play it really in other genres or types of music. So
The guitarrón's job is really to keep the tempo and to keep, yo sí sé alguito, sé.
sí sabes,
I just
Lulu.
pretend I don't know.
Sí sabes, sí sabes.
But it gives the tempo and also the energy for the group to pick
Yes.
up on the song
The group,
and the tone.
the group
right?
follows the guitarrón.
So let's talk about the Vihuela. What do you do then? She's doing all the job.
Well, I help keep the rhythm as well.
Oh, yeah, 'cause she might be up to a little bit. Because she's all bossy. Girls, que los violines. got you.
She's the heart of the group, basically, and we keep the rhythm as well.
So tell me about yourself. You come from where?
I'm from El Paso, Texas.
El Paso, Texas. You can't say I don't represent with Texas here. Now, you know, we got a lot of audience who in the Central Valley is a large population that are from Texas, and they don't let go of that. You know, they've been here all their lives, but they're still from Texas.
Yes,
so
right.
how did you pick up your instrument? What was that?
It started in school. I actually started with guitar.
Like in high school, junior high?
And junior high. And then we started a mariachi program, and I became part of that. And then soon after, I started playing vihuela, and that's my forte now.
So that's your instrument. How did you fall into mariachi, that genre?
It was the program that started. Yeah. It initiated in middle school, and then I became part of that group, and then I just kind of advanced from there.
Awesome. Yeah. And what's your take of being a mariachera for Mariachi Mujer?
I'm humbled and proud of it. It's one of the groups that I remember the first time in San Antonio seeing them play, and I thought I'd love to be in that group someday, and then like a year later the opportunity arose. So.
Awesome. It's kind of like the Olympics. I want to be on that team. Yeah. We're going to talk about the Olympics too, because they got something to do with the Olympics too. And tell me about yourself. Cuéntame how did you say I'm going to do the trumpet?
Well, me salí de la preparatoria en Guadalajara y mi papá me dijo, ¿qué vas a hacer?
So out of high school, I said, I don't want to do high school. Your dad's like, what are you going to do, mija? And you said, I'm going to pick up the trumpet, or what you say?
No, he said, you're going to pick up the trumpet.
Oh, he said, la trompeta,
sí, me dijo, cálale 6 meses y fíjate si te gusta. Y creo que sí me gustó, ya tengo 14 años.
Well, that's a cool dad. ¿Qué vas a hacer? Agarra la trompeta.
Sí, él es músico, por eso.
Oh,
sí.
okay. Now it makes sense. What, ¿de qué parte de México?
Guadalajara, Jalisco.
En Guadalajara, Jalisco. ¿Es that the cuna?
Tapatilla.
Is that the cuna mariachi?
That's part of it.
Yeah. It's a crib. That's what.
Well, what she hasn't told you is she comes from a background of her dad plays trumpet, her sister plays trumpet, her brother, who is currently one of the members of Mariachi Vargas de Tecalitlán.
There was no way out of that one, mija, porque tú saliste de la escuela.
So, you know.
It's kind of like when, you know, your parents work in the field, you're going to work in the field. No, go to school.
Yes.
So, esta experiencia, pues, con esa trayectoria de familias, yo creo que hasta pone un poquito más de estrés en que lo hicieras bien, you know?
Claro que sí, la grabación, ayer la escuchamos y me siento muy orgullosa, muy contenta con mis compañeras de que si lo que yo hago cantando y tocando las hago brillar, ellas también me hacen brillar a mí. Como grupo lo hacemos muy bien y muy orgullosa de poderle presentar a mi papá y a mi hermano un trabajo
ahora dice
bien
papá,
hecho.
¡Esa es meja!
Espero que le digan.
Qué bueno, pues, qué bonito conocerte. Y ahora en tu vida, o sea, aparte de Mariachi Mujer 2000, ¿qué significa ser parte de un grupo como Mariachi Mujer 2000?
Es un placer, es un honor. No cualquiera puede estar aquí, ¿verdad? El trabajo es duro y es a veces estresante dejar todo arreglado, cada quien en su vida, su escuela.
Yeah,
su
and they're women, so we're moms or sisters
sí,
or
twins.
Twins, you have twins?
Sí, tengo 3 hijos.
Otros 2 de trompeta.
Sí.
No, they're going saxophone.
Se va a llamar Bebé 2000.
Oh, cute. Yeah, you know, that's another thing we don't realize in musicians who are women, you know, that we don't realize that although we choose to be musicians or professionals or you know, any career or job that we need to take, we still have our full-time job that's called mom or sister. And if we're Latinas, if you're the oldest girl, the youngest girl, or the only girl left, you're going to take care of the whole familia. And that means mom, dad, grandma, y todo lo que se les quede, ¿verdad? I'm glad my family's little. And I'm glad I trained my son to take care of me.
There you go. There you go.
He's
that's your son.
That's my mijo. That's a mijo. Se los presento, muchachas. Pero he's not for grabs. No quiero nuera todavía.
Okay.
So, Mariachi Mujer 2000 presents their CD tonight. What songs are you touching our community with this CD de Mariachi Mujer 2000?
Well,
are there songs that we, like English speakers, would recognize?
Actually, some are very traditional, but we have a variety of songs on our
You're in
CD.
love, or your heart's broken.
There's a little
or
bit
you
of there.
forget that dude.
For everybody.
I know there's a song like Forget That.
Yes. There's a CD. The CD
you know
is
what you're not talking about.
The
potpourri one?
There's music for everybody of you know, all these styles. We do like the contemporary, we do the traditional. We even have 3 original compositions on there.
Ooh,
So
you guys
it's
are
really
writing
nice.
and composing.
Yeah.
Qué
little bit
bonito.
different.
I'm so proud of you girls.
Thank you.
I'm proud to be a woman right now. Arte Americas is the venue for this event tonight, the CD release party. And also, where can we find your music? How can we support you? Especially, the best support you could do right now is buying their CD. Buy it as a present for yourself, and now you're going to rip it, put it in your computer, then you could gift it to your grandma, or you could buy your grandma better. Could they buy it online and all that stuff?
Right now
Tell us
we're
about
working on putting it for sale online, but it should be on iTunes, and we're trying to find different ways to distribute.
So where can they call you or get a hold of Mariachi Mujer 2000, especially if they want to hire you guys?
They can go to our website, www.mariachimujer2000.com. There you can find our dates. You can buy our music online and see where we're going to be.
Yeah, it's a pretty savvy website, by the way. I went on it. So, Mariachi Mujer 2000 MM2K, le digo yo.
Yes, that's our...
M&M's 2Ks. And they are playing tonight. They have their city release party. They also, with the Mexican Independence Day, probably be playing other venues. I know you have another event on Sunday. I don't care to promote that one, but tonight you will be there. I could do this my show. I could do whatever I want. Especially because I'm the Lulu. And well, Marisa, and girls, really, I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you so much for doing this, because you know what? Once you guys put on the uniform, that is a beautiful uniform, as you do it here in the Central Valley, as you do it back in any state here in the United States, you did it back in China?
Yes.
And Beijing.
In 2008, we represented the United States and the Olympics.
How was that? ¿Cómo se sintieron ahí en Chinitos? No, mariachi music a lot.
It was.
¿Cómo se sintieron estirados? Because you guys had jet lag, this por eso.
No, it was amazing to walk out there, and I mean, that's the biggest audience we'll ever perform.
Was it the inauguration, or what did they
It was
call
at the Bird's Nest. We were actually on the track playing alongside when the Olympians were walking around. 100,000 spectators. So
you guys are like the U.S. team of mariachis.
Pretty much.
Sure.
Yeah.
Qué bonito.
Yes.
Y no has hecho un grito, a ver, un grito bueno, no lo oigo.
Ahí está.
¡Ay, ay, ay! Me chutó, pero está bonito. Well, girls, good luck tonight. I'm going to be there for sure. Mucho gusto. Thank you so much. I'm going to shake your guys' hand as soon as we show. I'll see you tonight. And you got to go see them, because the outfits, is an effort. Their beautifulness and their integrity and their character is just something you got to go and see and support. Mariachi Mujer 2000, check out their website. Check out our show here. Like it. Leave us comments so we can give them feedback. And if you can't, get out there and get that CD, Mariachi Mujer 2000, Heart of a Woman, Corazon de Mujer. Woohoo! Let's go to this break, and we'll be back with more here on The Lulu Show.
This segment has been brought to you by Horn Photo in the Bellagio at River Park. For all of your photo and camera needs, go to Horn Photo in the Bellagio at River Park.
Family photos tell your stories. Faces, places, milestones, and moments. You probably meant to preserve those memories, but where are those pictures now? Hiding in boxes or inside the discolored pages of old albums? Do you own hours of home movies and videotapes that you can't even watch? Slides and negatives that you've saved for all these years and you never get to see? Think of all those precious memories that you've saved from the past to share with the future. Thanks to technology, we're taking more photos than ever, but we're not printing them like we should. Those digital images are held hostage on phones, tablets, and hard drives, leaving them as high-risk targets for accidents and hardware failure. What will happen to all of these images that tell your life story? Cherish those captured memories, not by hiding them, but by safely saving them. Put this overwhelming task on your own agenda, or enlist Horn Photo's expertise. Horn Photo provides hands-on help from day one, with organizing, scanning, restoring, and duplicating photographs. We can digitize your print and video memories onto DVD for easy viewing and safe, efficient storage. All you need to do is gather your prints, slides, negatives, and videos, then bring them into Horn Photo, where we will care for your cherished memories. In most cases, you can pick up your originals and your DVD within a few days. Once everything is on DVD, it's easy and affordable to order copies of your DVD for your children, siblings, and the rest of your family, so that you can share your memories with everyone. The best part is what can happen once your memories are digitized. We will show you how to transform your pictures into keepsake photo gifts and products you can enjoy for years to come. Don't wait for a disaster to destroy your collection of memories. Take steps to sort, save, and share your life in photos, whether you do it yourself or have Horn Photo help. Stop into Horn Photo and see our full range of solutions for saving and sharing your precious memories.
You can advertise your business, your product, or your event on Central Valley Talk, the Valley's only internet television station. Several of our programs are also picked up on Dish and cable networks. For the best advertising dollar, call Central Valley Talk at 579-1360.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Well, we're back here to the Lulu Show. This last segment, oh my gosh, that second segment was amazing. But then again, the first segment was cool too. You know, Jose Quides and La Hora del Recuerdo. And then we have Mariachi Mujer 2000. And the energy of those women, mis respetos. They're so beautiful, hardworking, and definitely 100% professional. And we didn't get to hear the music, but as soon as we get their video and their audio, we're going to play it here for the Lulu Show, of course. So we're going to close out this Lulu Show segment of this Saturday, September 7th, with a good friend that we made and met here on the Lulu Show on CentralValleyTalk.com, Miss Aideed Medina, who is a poet and is also the host of Poetry Dished Out at La Torta, which La Torta is soon to be a sponsor for the Lulu Show. We'll see you soon. You know what that means. I get to eat and take pictures and video of your beautiful food and make everybody hungry here in the studios. ¿Cómo estás, Aideed? Welcome.
Muy bien. Thank you so much. So happy to be back here with you.
It's a miracle we're here because we were both at the pinche party yesterday at Fulton 55.
You're going to put us on blast. Yes, we were.
So we look good. If you want to look good like us, you got to go party the night before. But don't drink. We don't drink. I don't support alcohol.
That's why we look great.
Yes.
Because we don't drink.
And we danced.
We did.
So my shoes were getting erased off.
Yes, we did.
It was a very good party, by the way. Everybody at Dulce putting on the pinche show was awesome. Tumbao was there. The music was awesome. Amazing. And Miss Aideed Medina got to read us a poem. The very first poem she read here on the Lulu Show. The DJ. Oh, my God. You did so good. That was so good. You're brave.
You know what? It took I think I had to really cheerlead myself onto that stage. It was a very large, rowdy crowd. I love the pinche. I love the energy there.
And a diverse crowd, so you weren't sure if they were poets or not. But
exactly.
You played it good. You sang, you dished it out, and
I sang, le hice tru-tru, and all that other good stuff. Yeah, I did. And I dedicated it to my friend.
Oh, that's true. She did dedicate. I was all red. Nobody knows I'm here. No, kind of hard to miss.
Put a spotlight on her.
So Aideed, you're a poet and you've been venturing in hosting now. It's what, your third month of the...
this will be my fourth month.
Fourth month of Poetry Dished Out at La Torta. La Torta is a restaurant here in the Central Valley in the downtown area.
Yes, it's
so how does this project, how has it been going since now you're in it, you're a veterana in it? How does it feel to put a poetry event?
It's very empowering to put together something like that, because one thing I realized was that I'm giving other people the chance and the push to get the courage to get up there and take the mic. This last reading that we had, I actually had a poem text into me. The person didn't want to take the mic, but they text me the poem. I think that's a big step. And it was a beautiful poem.
To share, yeah.
It was a great poem. I really liked it. And I think that that's the best thing that's come out of it. Not only the poets, but the artists, too, that I featured.
Because you dish it out. Not only great Mexican food, there's poets who are expressing themselves. And some that you never thought you'd get on stage and, or pick up the mic and express themselves. I was shocked at some of them. I was like, wow, that was pretty cool. And even passerbys, there was a circus going on in town, and he happened to walk by, and he's like, I made thoughts, I want to share them.
I made friends. He was just there to eat.
He was awesome.
He wrote he picked something out and decided to get up, and his name is Gregory. Shouts out to Gregory. If we see us on YouTube. Yes, he's out there somewhere in the
He should have gave us tickets down to think about it. I want to go to circus.
But yeah, we make a lot of friends there now, it seems, and I'm very grateful. I love it, and like I said, I really love to see the people that didn't think they could get up and take a microphone and present something in public, do it. I think that's the best thing.
Now, what I've observed, because I've attended since you were on the show, I've attended to all of the poetry readings, and your public is very diverse. You had Hmong American share a beautiful and interesting kind of poet story of his experiences here as an immigrant and as a refugee, because the Hmong community kind of didn't have a choice. They had to come here and endure a lot of things and learn a lot about the Western culture and learn a lot about the Central Valley, and even just in their food. So I thought, I learned what the fruit he was talking about. I was like, I didn't even know that fruit existed. Now I'm gonna look for it.
Yeah.
But also, it's encouraging. It's encouraging to see that demographics of the Central Valley represented in your event, which I gotta tell you, I gotta commend you, because it's kind of hard to get people out to poetry readings to start with. Out here in the Central Valley, I think it is.
It is a very difficult thing, and I never thought it, because I'll get up and start spouting poetry wherever I can, but I never realized how difficult it was to get the people who are such brilliant writers to come out and share. I think a lot of them write for themselves, unless they are really looking forward to publishing or making a name for themselves.
So how did you come up with that idea to do such an event? What kind of support did you find in the community to motivate you to organize such an event?
Elsa, the owner of the restaurant, and she manages the restaurant.
Hi, Elsa.
Elsa Norris, she's amazing. She's a very motivated woman. She's an entrepreneur. She does for herself. She's a go-getter, and of course I have lunch there every day. And I always go with my friend Maria Reyes, who's also very motivated and is pushing me forward all the time and telling me, you have to do for yourself. You have to do for yourself. And I pretty much believe that if you want something to do, you want to do something, you have to just do it. You can't wait for anybody else to do it for you. You can't wait for anybody to invite you. You can't wait for anybody to create the opportunity for yourself. Right. You have to just create the opportunity for yourself right there.
I think that's a legit message and a great one for all of us to take in, because sometimes, especially with the economic times being hard, sometimes our educational challenges or even our socioeconomics and our family surroundings don't push us to do something that we want to do. But the Lulu Show was born because of that. I had this itch, and a profound need to express myself, and although I already work and something like that, but I wanted to have my own prerogative in what I did on the show. Like I said, the Lulu Show, I could do whatever I want, really. Exactly. Hi, Mike, Bill. Yeah, right. Yeah. I could do whatever I want. And especially to expose my experiences, and also to expose community people that I get to meet and feel impacted by. So, Aideed is one of those people, and you could definitely be one of those people on this show too. Please, if you have an interesting story, or if you want to share something, maybe this is going to be your launch of coming out with your idea, your project. Hey, you use the Lulu Show for your project. Why not? Hit us up on email. We are on the lulushow1@gmail.com, and also here on Central Valley Talk. You could get a hold of the guys here in centralvalleytalk.com and let them know you'd like to be on the Lulu Show. Hey, more than happy to. We'll talk. We'll do if you don't know how, I'll do a training. What I want is to get the winning character out of you here on the show, so you can share it. And I post it on YouTube, so trust me, the whole world gets to see a little bit of the Central Valley, and that's really, really what it's about. Like your poetry reading, exposing through words, through poetry, through art, because you also combine your event with the local graphic artists,
yes.
Visual artists.
Yeah, tonight I'm going to be presenting Enrique Jr. Garcia, and he's actually from Salinas, California, from my hometown. But
Enrique Jr. Garcia.
Yeah, but he comes to Fresno all the time and has a lot of customers here, patrons of his work, and his daughter. She's a cheerleader here. She lives here.
So is his art visual art and painting, sculpture? What is it?
He is a painter, an amazing painter. He also draws, and he is a tattoo artist of the first level stage. So his work is very coveted, and I'm very lucky to know him and have known him all of my life. And
because I met you, this girl, a little bit too much people. I'm starting to think I'm not Batman. She's Batman.
No,
I'm
she's
Robin.
Batman. I'm Robin.
She's my psychic. They say, where's your psychic? Or what psychic? I don't got a psychic. I'm Superman. I'm a solo act. Now I'm Batman.
Yeah, they just kind of stuck me to her. No, but I think Tonight will be a great show. I get to show his work, and he's promised to actually come back and do the Dia de los Muertos show, which I'm really excited about. We have a lot.
Well, you should put a word out there if you got any calacas or calaveras.
Exactly. November the 2nd will be my last poetry reading for the year at La Torta. And we are planning to do a big Dia de los Muertos event. If you are a poet, if you're a songwriter, if you have something that you'd like to, or if you're not a poet, you just wrote something because the loss of a person that you love or someone that you revere is, passed on and inspired you. You have something to share that night. We'd love to hear you do it. We're gonna set up an altar and have a good time.
Wow. And, the altars of Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, is a traditional indigenous event. They got adapted to religious practices because, when the Spaniards came and so forth, but it was an original indigenous ceremony held to honor our past ancestors and to honor them with their teachings and so forth. And that's why we do the altar, the offering of their memory. We don't expect for the dead people to come back. It's not a freak thing. It's an actual spiritual thing.
It's a very spiritual
and
thing.
With that goes the traditional writing of what it wasn't called poetry, it was called actually calaveras, which calaveras is like the way we play with this notion of death actually being the next part of our life and how we laugh at it because it's not a bad thing. So and the calaveras reflect the character of whoever you're honoring.
Exactly.
And I think it'd be so cool if
it's
we get
gonna be great. I
try them in English. I know I've mostly heard them in Spanish. I even got one done for me and I was like, wait, that's not cool. But then I got it. It was pretty sweet. But I think that would be good for our poetry.
We do it.
Show.
Well, I do an altar for my mother every year since she's passed away with my family. So I thought, why not incorporate it to the poetry reading? So I'm really looking forward to that. We're building up to that.
So La Torta Restaurant, you could Google that or find it, but you could find they could find you on Facebook.
You can find me on Facebook and also find the page, the event page. It's Everyday Fiction. Poetry dished out at La Torta.
And this event takes place in the Galleria, which is one of those venues that has like multiple restaurants. Teasers is there, La Torta is there. Originally, you might have known if you've never been out to this to the downtowns for a while. It's on
Kern and M.
Kern and M. It's that little
Kern
T
and M, yes,
right there where the Fresno exhibit hall is, and there's a Starbucks over here, and La Torta's right here.
You can also find us
Starbucks.
on the
You can pay me later
org.
for that.
Yeah, the Downtown org. Downtown organization has been really helpful to me, and on my event is listed on there too.
What time does it start?
It starts at 6 p.m. and it runs through 9.
How could they get a hold of you if they want have that questions or they want to go to the event?
Facebook, Aideed Medina. You can't miss.
How do you spell Aideed?
A-I-D-E-E-D.
Aideed. Aideed.
Yeah, but they can't say Aideed, so we'll say Aideed.
No, but I'm saying like they were pronouncing it.
Aideed. Yes.
Awesome, Medina. And you can find her also through the Lulu show here. I'll put it on, on the tags and so forth on the YouTube channel. Well, I think it's interesting and awesome. Some of your poetry, I think that I've enjoyed reading one of them. You put me on the spot, by the way, but it was fun. And
you did a great job.
Thank you. I try.
You have a very beautiful, erotic voice.
Oh, sad. It wasn't erotic. You could get all kinds of poetry there. Some make you cry, and some make you like, oh, I didn't know about that. And some was like, orale. No. And I like to actually do poetry readings there because I like to read poets. I don't write nothing. I don't have good memory, so I don't write nothing. But I should write. Maybe that will take me to memory, huh?
There you go.
My son's actually done poetry readings there of his own poetry, and I wish he'll do it on the Lulu show. Yeah, he's like
a great poet.
For a mom, it's kind of hard to some of the poems that he writes are noir and nostalgic, and you think, what? I thought I gave you a good life. What's up with that? No, but it's really reflective of the society and the generation he's growing up with.
Yeah, and it's a moment. I try to tell people all the time. I tell people all the time, poems are moments in that poet's mind. Don't get it twisted.
I didn't know that.
That way you could be okay.
My moments are too spurted of the moment. That's why I don't write anything.
They're moments.
But I like to read some poets like Alurista, one of the Chicano poems. I love Alurista. Como está Alurista? I love his poetry. And I like to express that, it's a Chicano poet that plays with words and letters. And the way you deliver that is an interesting take. People are like, are for it or not for it, but above everything, I think that they're interested because it's a play on words.
So you don't have to write your own poetry to come present at my event. You can bring your favorite poet. You can bring your sister's poetry. It doesn't matter. If you want to read something, if you want to express something, the mic is there.
And open mic plus is great.
It's
Food
open.
at La Torta. Yeah. Well, I think we're almost to closing here, and I want to thank you for coming by again. You're awesome. I'm trying to get her to do a poet minute.
I am
here on the Lulu show.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
I don't know what part she's working on. Because I already said do it.
Oh, I know exactly. Now we just have to do it.
Yeah. Well, the Lulu show has been fun, guys. I'm glad I'm back and and giving you guys this opportunity to also be on the Lulu show. Hit us up here on Central Valley Talk, or find me via what's that called? Gmail, email, and also on the YouTube. You can subscribe. This is Lourdes Oliva signing off for this Saturday, 7th of September, and we'll be coming back in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks to do the next show. Stay tuned. Let me know if you want to be here. Hey, everybody has a beautiful story or something interesting or something to teach us here on the Lulu Show. Thank you. Signing off. Thank you, Bill, and everybody for being here.
This segment is brought to you by Corrine Hatfield of Platinum Mortgage. If you are thinking of purchasing a new home or refinancing an existing home, call Corrine Hatfield at 917-7111.
Watch Tim Thiessen live Wednesdays at 3 p.m. right here on CentralValleyTalk.com and on digital channel 33.2. If you missed the live broadcast, we're on every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. on Comcast channel 200 and digital channel 43.5. You don't want to miss this.
Hey, Central Valley, this is Chuck Leonard. Starting in September, I'll be on KAIL, my 7.1. Let's go out in the Tower District and see what people think.
Chuck Leonard, I saw that guy in a tour bus with Eddie Money.
Chuck Leonard, that guy's been building himself up for years.
Chuck Leonard, hey, why you gotta hassle me, man?
Central Valley Buzz with Chuck Leonard, starting September 16th on KAIL, my 7.1.
That man's alley, hungry Howies, and Scoops ice cream. Tower Health Food, Samba Steakhouse, Mike Briggs Properties. There's Tower Market, Farmers Market too. Kuka's and Landmark, Mr. Sushi for you. Chicken Pie Shop, Fulton's Trolley, Palominos, Spinner's Records, Tower Bike Shop, Irene's To Go. Bobby Sal's Restaurant, the perfect blend and Million Elephant, H&R Block, Starbucks Coffee, Piemonte's, Roger Rocca's Dinner Theater, The Second Space, Tower Tattoos, Lottie and the Me and Ed's is the place. International Furniture, The Review Cafe, Teaser's World Tea Market, Long Oak knows the way. Typhoon Restaurant, The Game Preserve, and Bia Bay. Sequoia Brewing, Russo Restaurant, Tower Clocks Today. Come to the tower, there's so much fun for everyone. Every morning, every evening, ain't we got fun?
CentralValleyTalk.com